almost didn't see you guys there. Hello everyone and welcome to the Left Lane Reviews. Now when people buy a car, their main concern is that their main thought is that they're gonna drive it 365 days a year. Now in most cases that is not available unless you have, say, perhaps a front wheel drive or an all-wheel drive vehicle, or at least snow tires. Now say you don't want a big SUV with a third row seat and just a top heavy feel that drives like a truck, but need a sedan that's good in the corners, good on gas, but still something that's going to get you through those rough winters or up that little steep trail that you need to get to your camping site. Well, look no further than the 2008 Volvo XC70. The XC stands for cross country, but it is shared with the V70 profile, which is a more sleek and lower car. But it still comes in the wagon. As you can tell, we've got a little bit of snow, and I was looking to check out the 2008 Volvo XC70's snow features and how it does in the snow. It is riding on hand-cooked snow tires that have only been on for 2 seasons, so this is its 2nd season, so they're fairly new. And I can tell you one thing, these things grip, and as soon as the front wheels spin and that Haldex all-wheel drive sends the 50% of the power to the rear wheels, well, hold on. Now sitting in about 6 inches of snow, the XC70 looks right at home. With its Scandinavian roots, it is a beautiful Swedish car, and you can definitely tell that everything was made for a rough winter. It has standard, a heated rear windshield, heated mirrors. It has 3-step dual heated seats for both the front and passenger. It has then an amazing heater system that even beats the 2019 Jetta that I have personally. This will defrost the windshield, I'd say 3 minutes faster than the Jetta even starts to get stuff right here. And remember now, that is an 11-year difference. And that's just to show you how well Volvo really made their vehicle. Now for 2008, Volvo lowered the windows on the side for better visibility when backing up and looking out. It also put the taillights now on the actual tailgate itself. So I'll show you this lighted up. There's right on your key fob, you actually have a little button, little light that you push right there and it lights right up. You see, so now those are actually on the side of it right there. You do have an optional power liftgate that this vehicle does not come with, but that is optional. You then have the 2 mufflers right down here that you will not see. That gives it kind of a more sleek look so that you don't really see. And you can now see the more ruggedness and how excellent size that is. And it's quite easy to open up. It's not heavy at all. And here we have the 3.2 liter V6 that's in a lot of Volvos. from this genre that pumps out 235 horsepower and 236 pound-feet of torque. This, with its weighing 4,092 pounds gross weight, I believe, gets 17 combined, 15 miles in the city, and 22 on the highway. I have been averaging myself 17.4 to 17.8. All right, this is going to be a 0 to 60 test with a little bit of brake boost. Traction control is on. Now, sitting behind the driver's seat of the XC70, you can definitely feel its weight as it lumbers and kind of leans into every corner, but floats over every bump. Even pretty big bumps, yes, obviously you're gonna feel it, but it floats right over it. The steering, which is electronically assisted, is pretty heavy at slow speeds, but as soon as you get up to speed, there is really no feel throughout the wheel, but it is very smooth and easy and it's very quick in turn and direct, but then after you've kind of turned in a little bit, it gets heavier, as you would say. Power for the XC70 can feel underpowered sometimes in lower speeds, but in higher highway speeds, this is definitely where the V6 dominates. So we're at about 40 and we're just gonna mat it. And you can instantly feel the pickup and we just speed right through it. And already we're at 70 and we're gonna slow down because there's a pretty big corner coming up, and then we'll feel the corner. Definitely some body roll coming into this corner. Car. And there we go. Beautiful. There is a little bit of body roll, but it's not as much as you'd expect. Traction is excellent with the 4,000 pounds pushing it down on the ground. You can definitely feel a planted feel within this vehicle. Going over the bumps, it's pretty, I wouldn't say it's smooth, but I definitely wouldn't call it harsh. It's no Rolls Royce. Just gonna do another 40 to 80 run really quick, and you can definitely see how that 6-speed kicks right down. Pretty good speed, comes from the 6-cylinder, and there we go. Definitely a very floaty feel at higher speeds. go. Pretty good turn in. And look at that. And the speed is very adequate, especially at higher speeds. And we're just gonna come and brake hard. Stepping into the XC60, you see Volvo's signature, very heavy and clunky door, because this is a very safe car, a very family-orientated vehicle. Now sitting in the driver's seat, you have the 8-way power adjustable in 3-person memory seating with the beautiful leather. As you can tell, Volvo doesn't really use the sporty seats that hug you very well. They kind of just throw a big leather couch in there. With adjustable lumbar and a beautiful headrest, the seats are gorgeous in this vehicle. Now in the interior, you can really see that Volvo paid attention to detail with the brushed silver around the air vent and the RPM and the tachometer, and then you come down to the bottom of the steering wheel, which is adjustable, which can make your seating perfect. Now in the driver's seat, you look over to the infotainment system that is angled right towards you, and you see the beautiful polished silver with the hard black plastic and the very simple layout of the climate control and the dual climate control with the heated seat down to the polished wood and more silver around the gear shift. You then look over into the passenger seat and see the beautiful wood layout and the hard plastic with the leather on the door and the brushed aluminum door handle. For the model year 2010 and up, you will find a different shaped steering wheel with a different logo, but for right now you have the cruise control and audio settings on the steering wheel. A couple nice options the XC70 has is rain sensing wipers. So as long as you don't have any of your wipers on, you just put that button on. You see the little button goes green. You then see in your dash at the top of the time, you see a little windshield wiper right there. You also have, if you put the vehicle in reverse, you then hold down the mirror. Say I want to do the left mirror, you then hold down that button and you will watch the mirror will drop just so that you can see easily, kind of like a backup camera. You then if you put the vehicle in drive again and resume, it will eventually resume to its... Alright guys, now let's attempt it. That was embarrassing. Now stepping into the rear of the vehicle, you have that same couch-like feel on these beautiful black leather seats, plenty of leg room, and then also if you do have kids and you don't want to spend the money on the booster seats, well, Volvo has a solution for you directly from the factory. You just pull up right here and bam, booster seat right there. And also this one, same exact thing. And also on those long road trips when you're cold or you're hot, but the heat's only coming from right here or at your feet, you know, it's just not right, and you don't want to open the window because it's too windy out, you're on the highway, well, Volvo has a solution for you too. A beautiful vent right here, and the first I've ever seen in a vehicle. I'm child locked in. Now the rear of the vehicle is honestly the reason why the people buy this vehicle. It has the room of an SUV, but the driving styles like a sedan. So now let's look in the rear. So now just in the rear you can see the beautiful headrest, and see there is a lot of room in there. Now coming up to it, you have this right here first, which opens right up and has a beautiful kind of storage closet that's deep enough to where I put jumper cables and a funnel just in case. And it has all kinds of different slots for different storage. You can then put that down, and then you have also probably dealer installed or maybe even right from the factory this beautiful privacy thing, so that when you look over into the side window, you cannot see, stop looking at me, you cannot see what you're carrying. So now, and then if needed, you can fold down the seats, first by folding down the headrest. It is a 40-60 split between the seats, and they do fold flat down, and I will show you that in a second. So right here, you have the thing to fold down the headrest if you want to have better visibility, or your option to fold down the seat. So now this is, and I'd like to apologize for my mistake, it is actually a 20-40 split seating. So if you just want your ski pass through, even though this Volvo does come with roof racks, but you can have your ski pass through. Putting that back up. Now pulling down this could be a table first off, or flip it out and it is a 2 cup holders. Flip that back, and then can be another storage thing. Another interesting fact about Volvo's safety, which is SIPS airbags, which are in most of these seats, which are side impact protection seats. They were actually first introduced in 1991, for the Volvo 700 and 900 and 850 series cars and models of the year 1992. It now has been standard on every single Volvo since. SIPS consists of the reinforced lower sill and B-pillar and reinforcements with energy-absorbing honeycomb materials within the doors. The idea is to more widely distribute the energy of a side collision impact across the whole side of the car, rather than just only the B-pillar solely absorbing it. The driver and passenger seats are mounted on a traverse steel rails, which are not bolted to the floor as per standard configurations. In a side impact, these traverse rails allow the seats to crush a reinforced center console design to absorb the additional energy.